I'm talking to you today in front of 770. I don't need to tell you what 770 is. The reason why I'm here today is, as I told you a few days ago, we're celebrating 80 years since the Rebbe and the Rebbetzin arrived safely, fleeing war-torn, Nazi-infested Europe, and arrived here 80 years ago. And as the previous Rebbe then said, this is a new stage, a new phase of the revelation of godliness in this world, preparing us, bringing us towards the Geula, towards Mashiach. I've spoken about what the Rebbe's leadership is all about, caring about every single individual. I heard today a fascinating little story, but which is so typical Rebbe. I heard it from a fellow by the name of Rabbi Notik. He heard it from the Rebbetzin herself. And the Rebbetzin related the following event. After they fled from Paris, because the Nazis, Yimach Shemom, were coming into Paris, the Jewish community from Paris was fleeing south of France. They came to Vichy. Wartime. There's a curfew. We Montrealers, we can relate to curfew. We just came out of curfew. But it was not the same curfew. This curfew was a little bit uncomfortable. The curfew then was that if you're found in the street after the time, you're arrested, imprisoned, and trust those French collaborators to send and give them over to the Gestapo. The only way was to find an apartment. But where do you find an apartment when you're just arriving with your family fleeing Paris? The other option was going to a hotel, registering in a hotel. But at that time, in wartime, to register in a hotel, everyone had to be able, every family at least, had to be able to show that they can afford the hotel, and to prove that, they had to have a $100 US bill. $100 US bill then was a fortune, compared to the cost of a stay of a night in the hotel at that time was 5 cents. So I don't have to make the math for you. The Rebbe, said the Rebbetzin, had a $100 bill. The Rebbe would stay outside in the vicinity of the hotel. When he saw Jewish people wandering around, he went over to them and says, here is a $100 bill. Go register in the hotel. Even if there is no room, you can stay in the lobby overnight. They will let you, as long as you show them you have a $100 bill. Once you registered, come back, give it back to me. Now the Rebbe wasn't concerned about the $100 getting back. What he was concerned with, because he was saving tens and tens of families from staying at night in the street, and God forbid from being arrested by the Gestapo. As I said, I heard that story today from Rabbi Notik, who heard it from the Rebbetzin herself. Today, a few days before Gimel Tammuz, the special Rebbe's Day, Rebbe, we want to celebrate it with you here in 770. Or for that matter, in the Beis HaMikdash would be just as fine. May this happen now.